everything. Because Joe Rogan, we don't have to make videos. You've never come across something like this. Willing to die, hoping that you'll choke me out. I pray to God, because that's a dream come true.
Back in ancient tales, people were said to sell their souls to the devil, all for a taste of power, youth, or forbidden knowledge. But in our time, that same dangerous bargain looks a little different. Today, it's influencers, people like the Liver King, who trade everything for fame, attention, and online glory. And the price, it just keeps climbing higher. Think of it like a modern-day Faustian pact, where the pursuit of clout can destroy everything you've ever built. And the Liver King, he's the latest to pay that price in full. Recently arrested in Austin, Texas, for allegedly making violent threats against Joe Rogan himself. The man once hailed as the king of primal living has spiraled into something far darker, proof that chasing attention can send anyone straight into madness. If you saw him walking down the street today, you probably wouldn't recognize him. The larger-than-life Liver King now looks like a broken, weathered shadow of the man he once was. Aged beyond his years, alone, unhinged, his family gone, his career over, and his followers, the same ones who once worshipped him, are now mocking him with names like Liver Failure King. The viral mugshot that once reignited his fame is now just another haunting reminder of how far he's fallen. Behind the scenes, reports claim he's been battling serious addiction issues, his face marked by scars, his mind clouded by rage. He's even served time in jail. And once he got out, that anger turned inward and outward. Not long ago, videos of his arrest went viral, showing him rambling, furious, out of control. People online tore him apart in the comments, comparing him to a washed-up version of himself. It's the internet's favorite sport, tearing down the same people it once made famous. But how does someone lose everything so fast? Just a few years ago, this man, real name Brian Johnson, was reportedly worth millions. Back in 2022, he ruled the online fitness world as a muscular symbol of health and discipline. Now, he's nothing more than a cautionary tale of what happens when fame consumes you. If he hadn't completely unraveled, he might have actually made it onto Joe Rogan's podcast, something he clearly obsessed over. But instead, he spent his final months chasing that dream in increasingly bizarre ways, posting endless rants, challenging Joe to fights, and even traveling to Austin and Spirit for another 15 minutes of fame. What started as desperation turned into a public spectacle, and the internet couldn't look away. He went off on Instagram, ranting at a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt who wanted nothing to do with him. Fans described him as unstable, erratic, completely detached from reality. The situation escalated so badly that detectives reportedly reached out to Joe Rogan, who confirmed the messages felt threatening. That was enough for authorities to issue the arrest warrant that ended his latest chapter. One clip from his hotel room right before his arrest shows him pacing back and forth, rambling. "I only have a couple minutes before I'm detained in the greatest state in the world." It's haunting, because beneath all that chaos lies a much deeper story, the story about how fame eats people alive. See, before the world knew him as the Liver King, Brian Johnson was just a wealthy, fitness-obsessed guy from Texas running a supplement company and promoting ancestral living. But then he saw the gold rush happening online. He watched influencers, especially guys like Joe Rogan, making millions talking about masculinity, discipline, and health. And he realized fame wasn't just influence. It was money. It was validation. It was everything. So, he reinvented himself, and the Liver King was born. To grab attention, he went all in, eating raw organs on camera, drinking blood, doing pull-ups with chains, screaming about rejecting comfort and living primal. He sold the dream that modern men were weak and that he had the cure. It was ridiculous. It was extreme, but it worked. Within months, he became a viral sensation. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, he was everywhere. Everyone was talking about this wild, shirtless guy eating raw liver like it was candy. And behind all that primal chaos was a genius marketing plan. Because the Liver King didn't just sell a lifestyle, he sold supplements. And the secret ingredient, credibility. He claimed to be 100% natural. No steroids, no enhancements, just ancestral living. And people believed him. That lie made his empire unstoppable. By 2022, his companies were reportedly pulling in over $100 million a year. But the internet doesn't forgive lies. His entire persona, this exaggerated, roaring alpha male, was designed to go viral. He mastered the algorithm's formula: go bigger, louder, crazier. But when you become your own act, your real self starts to vanish. That's when madness takes over. We've seen this before: Britney Spears, Kanye West, even Michael Jackson, people broken by the pressure of public life. And Brian Johnson wasn't immune. He pumped his body full of human growth hormones, but still told the world it was natural. The money, the attention, the influence had all fed his ego, until reality crashed through. Then came the leak. Emails, messages, receipts showing he spent over $11,000 a month on steroids and HGH. The internet erupted. Fans felt betrayed. His entire brand, the symbol of primal strength, was exposed as fake. Even Joe Rogan and fitness YouTuber Derek from More Plates, More Dates ripped him apart publicly, calling out his lies and hypocrisy. The same fame that once made him a king now tore him to pieces. From there, everything collapsed. His companies tanked. His audience left. His videos stopped performing. Even his own family quietly disappeared from his content. The internet had moved on, leaving him shouting into the void. And his obsession with Joe Rogan only got worse. He begged online, "Joe Rogan, bro, just invite me on. Release me from all of this, if I could just get that invite." It was heartbreaking and disturbing. By 2024, the Liver King was barely hanging on. His body was bloated, his mind unstable, his presence erratic. Rumors about health issues spread online, while fans shared mugshots and livestream clips of his meltdowns. Then came the incident in Austin, and the final nail in the coffin. The Primal King had become a tragic figure, a man who sold his soul to the algorithm and couldn't buy it back. Maybe the Liver King isn't just another fallen influencer. Maybe he's a mirror, reflecting the cost of a culture obsessed with virality and fame. Behind every meme, every viral moment, there's a human being, and the internet doesn't care who gets crushed next. Because in the end, the spotlight always fades. And when it does, it leaves behind the wreckage of people who thought it would last forever. If you found this story shocking, make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe, because we're just getting started. This is the dark side of fame, and we'll keep uncovering the truth behind the rise and fall of the internet's most infamous figures.